Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm June Blotnick, the Executive Director of CleanAIRE NC, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for CleanAIRE NC's annual Blue Sky Awards, where we honor individuals, organizations, and partners who have shown extraordinary commitment to tackling the climate crisis and improving North Carolina's air quality. It's so important to have a tradition like this, which we've been carrying on now for the last 17 years. As you know, we advocate for the health of all North Carolinians by pursuing equitable and collaborative solutions that address climate change and air pollution. And there's no way one organization can achieve such a broad mission alone. So we're so excited to recognize our 2021 Blue Sky Award winners tonight, and thank them for their efforts to work closely with us as we collectively advocate for climate solutions. So our first award goes to our Partner of the Year. And this year's award goes to Southern Environmental Law Center. And as many of you know, effective climate solutions are policy driven. We're very lucky to have one of the best environmental law firms in the country right here in North Carolina, advocating on our behalf. Over the past year, the team at SCLC, as we call them, part of that team is Nick Jimenez, who's with us tonight, Gudrun Thompson, Mary McLean Asbill, and Blakely Hildebrand, have worked tirelessly with CleanAIRE NC on two major cases in particular, which have advanced climate solutions on different fronts. The first is a settlement agreement with Align Renewable Gas and the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality that will improve community health protections at a proposed biogas upgrading facility in Sampson County. Align RNG has agreed to set new limits on air pollution coming from that plant. They will also be required to monitor for and publicly report any methane leaks from the animal feeding operation biodigesters, which the distribution pipeline network and upgrading the plant. So any methane leaks from those biodigesters have to be monitored regularly and publicly reported. So that's a major win. And then also earlier this year, Southern Environmental Law Center, the North Carolina Coastal Federation, and CleanAIRE NC successfully petitioned the North Carolina Environmental Management Commission to join the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, putting our state on a path to cut carbon emissions and build out a clean energy economy. And by joining the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, or RGGI, as we call it, North Carolina would set a declining budget for carbon dioxide emissions from the power sector and enter into an emissions allowance auction program. There are 9 other states in RGGI, and this is a proven cost-effective approach to bringing down carbon pollution. We have more work to do as the Department of Environmental Quality develops this rule, but we are proud to have helped lead the way to getting a policy that will ensure polluters pay for their damage to the environment. And we're proud to have SCLC as our partner leading that charge. So accepting the award on behalf of the Southern Environmental Law Center team is Staff Attorney Nick Jimenez, who leads SCLC's North Carolina solar work, practicing primarily before the North Carolina Utilities Commission and occasionally in state and federal courts. So Nick, we're gonna turn it over to you, but before I do that, I just want to show you this. Oh boy, I gotta hold it right in front of me. This is your Blue Sky Award from CleanAIRE NC, which we'll make sure we get to you. I'll turn it over to you, Nick.
I love that. Thanks, June. So this is, thank you. This is truly an honor for SCLC. For those not familiar with us, we're a nonprofit legal advocacy organization rooted in the South. Our mission is to protect the basic right to clean air, clean water, and a livable climate, to preserve our region's natural treasures and rich biodiversity, and provide a healthy environment for all. And in those efforts, Clean Air has long been one of our closest allies. They're consistently at the forefront of the issues. No doubt that has to do with June's expert leadership over the years. Now, the two projects that I was going to give some comments about the two projects that June has just covered. I'll do those quickly. They're good examples of our partnership, which goes back much farther. So one is that Reggie work. We've been working on that. So the team working on that includes our past and current office directors, Derb Carter and Mary McLean Asbill, Gudrun Thompson, and me. We began working with CleanAIRE NC, exploring ways to cut carbon dioxide from the power sector, going way back, starting at least as early as the Clean Energy Plan stakeholder process back in 2019, when I spent quite a few hot summer days in the Green Square building with Joel's predecessor, Daniel Parkhurst. Joel picked up that baton and has run with it, and it's just been a great partner through successful votes before the EMC, as June mentioned, its Air Quality Committee, and in our ongoing efforts to get the rule finalized. The other project that June covered, the Smithfield Foods and Dominion Energies, challenging their first processing plant for swine waste biogas. That team includes Blakely Hildebrand, as June mentioned, Nick Torrey, Maya Hutt, and Heather Hilliker. So as you can see, we tend to roll pretty deep on our the major projects. That project had the potential to add even more air pollution to an area that's already overburdened by many other polluting facilities, including hundreds of industrial hog operations. So as June mentioned, we came to a successful settlement in that case, and we continue to fight to protect the environment for frontline communities dealing with hog waste pollution. And we're very grateful to Joel, again, Deja Williams, and June for their leadership on that important issue. There are many other projects in our shared history that I could mention, from our lawsuit challenging two recent constitutional amendments to challenges to unnecessary highways, and of course, lax air permits. But in the interest of time, I'll just say we're very proud and grateful to represent such a thoughtful and ambitious partner. Thank you very much.
Nick, congratulations to you and your team for all your hard work. Like you said, each of these takes multiple numbers of attorneys working on it just tirelessly. And we're so grateful to have you in North Carolina and have your leadership to protect North Carolina's environment. So congrats to you and your team. Our next award will go to our Volunteer of the Year award. And that award goes to Jennifer Roberts, our 58th Mayor of Charlotte. And Jennifer has been a lifelong advocate, for those of you who know her, for clean air and environmental justice. She's chaired the Mecklenburg County Commission in the past, where she championed energy reduction and conservation in county operations, and spearheaded a Clean Air Works initiative to reduce carbon emissions from local businesses. As Mayor of Charlotte, Jennifer introduced a 100% clean energy resolution for the city in 2017, and then went on to co-found the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Climate Leaders. This group of climate advocates collaborate and challenge, when needed, local government and organizations to fast-track carbon reduction initiatives. Over the past year, Jennifer's leadership on the steering committee of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Climate Leaders, and as our lead trainer, I may say, for the North Carolina Climate Ambassador Program, enabled us to train over 100 ambassadors across the state to spread the urgent message on the need for climate solutions. And finally, Jennifer played an instrumental role over the past year coordinating and engaging the faith community in Charlotte in the Greening Our Faith Communities Summit that was held in May. Her leadership knows no boundaries, and we are so happy to recognize Jennifer Roberts as our Volunteer of the Year for 2021. And Jennifer, let me show you your award that looks a lot like Nick's. And
very nice.
I got to get it right there. There we go. All right. I'll turn it over to you for your remarks.
Well, thank you, June, for those kind words. And, you know, I could say the same right back at you, right? Because we've been co-collaborators on a lot of these initiatives. And, you know, CleanAIRE NC has really blossomed, and it makes a bigger and bigger mark in our environment, our climate future. And so I'm just grateful for all that you do. And also, you know, your recent hire, an environmental justice manager who's working to correct the way that our city historically has put Black and brown communities in harm's way. So thank you. Thank you for working with me on the North Carolina Climate Ambassador Program and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Climate Leaders. And I want to say that, you know, our climate leaders in this community are amazing. And so we have so many volunteers who are not even known, recognized, who are putting in hours, you know, poring over the 2040 plan, poring over the documents the city and the county are looking at to hold them accountable and make sure that they are using best practices from other cities to protect our air, our water, and our future. And we're challenged in Charlotte because of our rapid growth. And because we have a few deep policy divisions in our state in the political arena. And so the advocacy voice is really needed. And I'm a huge advocate, and I urge anyone listening to continue to speak up for clean energy, for electric vehicles, for climate mitigation and adaptation, reducing waste, maintaining our trees, everything that goes with sustainability, because everybody's voice matters. And if we don't speak up, the destructive forces who are polluting our planet are going to win, and our environment, our health, and our future will lose. So I'm speaking up for all volunteers. Thank you for all that you all do. And let's continue to add our time, our talent, and our treasure to make sure that our nonprofits and our state and our whole community are moving forward on environmental and climate solutions. Thanks so much for this honor.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. And you truly are one of our community's great leaders. And we're thrilled that you've got a little bit more time to volunteer now and work closely with us as we move onward and upward. All right, so the next award is our Alan Burns Legacy Award. And that award goes to Framework for Future. CleanAIRE NC is proud to recognize young people and organizations taking the lead to educate and activate their peers and others to get engaged in climate action. This award was created to honor the legacy of Alan Burns, a longtime member of ours who passed away in November of 2018, actually November 11th. So tomorrow is the 3rd anniversary of Alan's passing. He died actually on a pilgrimage in Slovenia at the age of 72. And that was a 950-mile climate pilgrimage walk from Rome to Poland. So CleanAIRE NC is proud to honor Alan's lifelong commitment to peace, justice, and protection of the planet with the Alan Burns Legacy Award. And so in that spirit, this award goes to Framework for Future, a team of environmental youth activists committing to developing the next generation of civic leaders. Accepting the Alan Burns Legacy Award this year are Shruti Agrawal and Sammy Pindi, members of Framework for Future's sustainability program. Both Shruti and Sammy successfully completed our North Carolina Climate Ambassadors training to become community leaders in the fight for climate solutions. They co-organized last year's, actually this year's, seems like it was last summer's Cool Globes event in Charlotte where youth members gave presentations about the climate crisis, and I was there to witness it, and it was truly amazing to hear these young voices speak so powerfully for change. Shruti is also the founder of New Normal, an organization that helps high school students be more conscious of their actions by participating in friendly challenges every week. The idea is that every challenge should be completed every day for a week, and hopefully it will become a habit. If there's ever a public meeting or a protest about climate change in the Charlotte region, you can be sure Framework for Future leaders will be there speaking out. So congratulations to Framework for Future, and we're here to accept the award is Shruti and Sammy. And of course, you will also receive an award like this. So I'm going to turn it over to you young women and take it away. Congrats.
Thank you so much, Ms. June. Thank you. So my name is Samiksha Pindi, and
I'm Shruti Agarwal.
And we're so thankful and honored to be here with you all, and we are beyond excited and grateful to have been nominated for the Alan Burns Legacy Award.
So we are here as representatives from Framework for Future, which is a nonprofit organization in which we help out the community and build leadership skills by organizing various events based on our interests and passions. Samiksha and I have been working on the sustainability side of things and have progressed this movement further to involve high schoolers all over Charlotte.
So both Shruti and I attended the CAP course and became certified CAP ambassadors alongside many other Framework for Future members. CAP stands for Strategic Energy Action Plan, and through this course, we primarily learned about sustainability solutions. We are so excited to announce that we will be starting to teach this course to a new set of climate enthusiasts to continue to grow the number of youth that are involved with this initiative. And many of our members have recently attended the NC Climate Ambassador Training to become certified ambassadors, where we have learned about many topics, including North Carolina's air quality and sustainability solutions. After becoming certified ambassadors, the CAP group decided to host an event at Uptown where we were able to share what we learned with other members and youth. We were so honored to have CleanAIRE NC's very own executive director, Ms. June Blotnick, as our guest speaker. During the event, we talked about various topics such as carbon emissions, carpooling, conserving water, renewable energy, and more. Our ambassadors also heard from guest speaker Ms. June Blotnick about many other climate initiatives and CleanAIRE NC's mission.
We also spoke at a few climate summits to help promote the youth movement and bring more ideas back to different groups. Samiksha and I spoke at our first summit in May, which was the Greening Our Faith Community Summit, and have been presenting about Framework for Future's initiatives ever since. Then we participated and spoke in the CAP external meetings held by the City of Charlotte and Miss Katie Riddle. After that, I also spoke at the Green Faith Summit a couple of weeks ago about FRF and New Normal. We are so grateful to have been able to speak at these events and can't wait to participate in more. I would also like to mention another initiative, New Normal, which, as Ms. June mentioned, is an organization that is meant for high schoolers to get involved in eco-friendly challenges while getting rewarded with volunteer hours. We've also been working with Caldwell Church to involve families with this initiative alongside Ms. Jennifer and schools all over the state. Last but not least, we would like to thank all of our mentors and amazing adults in our lives who have helped us tremendously. First, we would like to thank the President and Vice President of FRF, Mr. Uday and Ms. Anitha, who are actually both on this call. Along with that, our sustainability lead in FRF, Ms. Hema, who has been more than helpful with our initiatives.
And we would also like to sincerely thank Ms. June Blotnick and Ms. Jennifer Roberts for always supporting us and your generosity. We are so excited to continue working towards combating climate change, and we are sincerely thankful for the recognition today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to recognize you and encourage you to keep up the fantastic work as ambassadors throughout the region and the state. Thanks to all of our Blue Sky Award winners. We're so inspired by your commitment to bettering our world and so grateful to have you to stand along beside us as we work together. And it is 6:53 right now. And I just want to let Kirsten know I'm 2 minutes early. But this really does end our Blue Sky Award winners. And I want to thank each of you for attending and learning about these individuals and organizations and partners of ours.